On one, ready?
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And this will be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First down. Here's Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
On one, ready?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 20-yard line. Bengals up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Pickett.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Bengals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it as we resume action.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here's another carry for Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Harris. He is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At their own 23-yard line.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore. Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. Stop.
Now Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Gun. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd down and 6 now.
11. 11 MT, take. 11 MT. Stop.
This time Burrow will look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Get set.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McPherson on for the point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Pickett back to throw.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we?
Here we go.
Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. An inside give, Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, that's football for me.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On third down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
You got caught. What took you so long?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
I'm one, right?
2nd and 9.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
11 MT, tight.
Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Touchdown, Bengals. Charlie Jones from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A run with Harris out of his shotgun. A solid stiff arm. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 126 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the first down if they can. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. The big fella. And this is taken into the end zone. Fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. But it's intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 37. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge. The line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Pickett.
They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now Burrow on first down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Pickett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Pickett to throw. Connecting with Johnson.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let me slip away.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Bengals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.